Are you ready for the time of your life?
Bloody?
Bloody time of your life.
Oh.
'Cause I've had the time of my life.
And I had to go and take a poo.
Alright. With this weirdness in hand, you are listening to the...
No, I'm saying it first. I'm Scott. Hi. How are you, fuckheads?
Hi, Scott. I was gonna say we're listening to the Bloody Screen podcast. I'm Brandon.
I don't care.
You just met Scott. Dustin, would you like to introduce yourself, or did I just kind of do it right there?
Hi guys, it's Rusty Dusty here.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's been a while since we've seen from Dustin. He's been
He's been sitting there with his tiggle bitties.
Yeah.
Yes. What have you guys been up to?
Been getting my ass kicked in Dark Souls 2. That's what.
Nice.
That's nothing new.
You know what, Dustin? I was happy to hear you play Dark Souls 2 for one reason. You broke your League of Legends addiction.
Oh,
For
it's
like
still
a
there.
date.
It's just been added on to with another game.
Just adding on to your... Okay, so you still have the addiction. You're like, whoa, I'm not weaning that off. I still get the League of Legends scratches, you know. She's like, oh man, you know.
I get the shakes and shit, you know.
I know.
I think I've been at about, I think I passed $170 on that game now.
Christ.
Good lord.
Best free-to-play model ever.
Yeah, no kidding. Dustin, I get this wonderful image of you like sitting in a Taco Bell or something. They're just, they're too slow in your order, just sitting there like, hurry the fuck up! I need to get back to League of Legends. I'm sorry, sir. Here, just take it. And you just like run in your car and just start speeding home. I honestly, I don't think I've ever played any game, even the games I love, as much as you played League of Legends. Like, how many hours do you think you put on that?
At least 2,000, I'm sure.
At least 2,000. He's pulled that number out of his ass, but it worked.
I don't know.
Oogie.
It doesn't tell you. Oh wait. While you guys do whatever, there's this website you can look at. It tells you.
There's a website that spies on you and tells you how long you've been playing. What your credit
It's
card
called
number is.
Google.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, Scotty, what have you been up to?
Oh, not a whole lot. I've been going to class and coming home and playing some games and, usual.
Yeah, I look at the boobs and,
Well, just doing what I do.
You're doing what you do.
Oh, yeah,
I was a little disappointed because, because I was going to do this joke with Nick, because we recorded Bloody Time for Amazing Spider-Man 2, and he wouldn't understand what I was doing, so I wanted to make Canadian Spider-Man, where you're just, hey, okay, hey, don't punch me now, hey, watch it, hey, oh, now I'm going to have to kick your ass, see what happens? Yeah, I didn't want to, but now...
I'm just kidding, because I'm a nice guy, and I don't really want to do that to
I
you.
am quite lazy, but you just stop there, go give that lady back her purse, that's not very nice now.
You should just go back and do your own shit. Come on now.
Yes, I wanted to do Canadian Spider-Man, but I don't think Nick would have understood. I think I started doing bro Spider-Man. We're like, bro, just stop it right there. Don't punch, bro. Hey, get off the swag, bro. Okay. Anyways. Yeah.
So yeah, that 2,000 estimation was pretty off. It's only 812 hours.
Oh, jeez, only.
34 days.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
It actually ranks you into this thing, and it has like the leaderboards.
Then there's like number one dude has like 4 years on
353 days.
Fucking A. Jesus Christ.
Hey,
That's only out of the people who have actually registered on this site.
He does know other video games exist, right? No.
He does know to have a life, yes?
Wait, life?
Scott,
how can you
money
kill
to
that?
fucking pay that electric bill?
Scott, how can you kill that which has no life?
With the sword of 1,000 truths, my dear simpleton.
Stan! God damn it. Every time Scott gets on here, we just start quoting South Park.
Stan!
Anyways, I haven't been doing a whole hell of a lot either. I found out because a little thing for people who don't know. I take the RTD to get down to Denver because I'm lazy and cheap. So anyways, RTD is a bus for people who may not, know.
For people who may not, be in actual Colorado.
Well, I think I don't know if RTD is, whatever.
RTD is like ride to Denver.
It's
Everywhere
not
else
ride
is
to
just like
Denver.
The
it's like
bus.
regional transport, something.
You're a regional transport.
I used to think it was right to Denver too. It's not. But anyways, yeah. Basically, they decided to fuck me over like a pinball table. Like they just like, hey Brandon, you know how much you like walking an extra 10 minutes? I'm like, not really.
How many pinball tables have you fucked? First of all,
no, fuck me over. I
no. I swear you said fuck me like a pinball table.
No, I said fuck me over on a pinball. I did say over.
Sure, you did.
All those quarters you wasted because you tilted the machine.
Tilted the machine. You know what I hate when you play virtual pinball and it still has the goddamn tilt? I'm like, what? Fuck you! There's no tilting. What? I move my controller? Like,
right.
Eat my dick.
Suck a dick, guy.
Yeah. Whatever. Nothing really. Oh wait, I did have something interesting happen this week. It was this Sunday. This Sunday is when Brandon found out when he drinks, he turns into a complete, utter asshole. Even more so, as Nick.
You're a complete asshole when you're sober.
I know. I was drinking, and for no reason at all, except for I thought it would be funny, there was this 2-year-old there who had glasses, and for some reason, the entire time I kept calling him Harry Potter. Like the entire time I saw him, just like, hey, yo, Wizard Harry. And I just keep telling, like, anytime I saw Harry Potter running around doing whatever, I just call him Harry. I don't even know his name. I was just making fun of a 2-year-old for no apparent reason. Except
it's not mean, it's just a shitty joke.
It was a shitty joke, and I thought it was funny as hell. But then I thought about it later the next day, I was like, wow, that's kind of a dick move. I mean, that kid actually had problems. He wasn't just having glasses, he actually had problems. And I was just making fun of him because I'm...
Yeah, he was like fucking nearsightedly challenged, buddy.
Yeah, he was.
Come on now, dick.
He's just near... Well, he had a hard time seeing and all that. He's like almost technically blind. And here I'm sitting there like, can I draw a scar on his forehead?
Who's got a Sharpie?
You're not a true dick. The true dick wouldn't recognize that he made someone, or he was being a dick.
Very
the true dick would just be like, I'm great, I'm the best.
I know. A true dick would sit there and say, dude, wasn't that funny? Like, don't get mad at me because
Brandon when he's sober.
Oh, I'm not a dick. I am just a womanizing, horrible asshole.
Phallic object.
Yes. Where I saw this new chick at our work, and I was just like, damn, I'd let her, spank me with a ruler until my ass was raw.
Which one? Because I think I know what you're talking about.
She works in a frozen dairy area.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
And I saw her ass, and I was just like, that ain't good. And, it kind of pissed me off. The guy and I was working with, him and I were both, him and I were both just staring at this chick periodic times during the day. But every time we were looking at her, this little gay kid kept coming out, and he just keep walking right in front of us and look right at us like, what the fuck you doing?
Cray?
Yeah. I'm trying to refrain from using actual names, but yes. He kept just walking right in front of us and just like,
I don't know if he's gay or not, to be honest.
I think he is. Everyone else
I
keeps
think
saying
he is, but I don't know for sure.
Which, if he is, cool. He can suck all the dick he wants, but do not get in the way of me staring at that chick's ass.
Right? So when she catches you, you have to look at the exact same spot for 40 more seconds pretending that you're looking behind her.
Yes, exactly. When she catches me, then I start grabbing my crotch and,
Hey, down boy, down!
Hey, down boy, hey! You go run in the frozen area, just be like, I need to cool these bad boys off.
Bad dick. Stop it.
Down boy, down, Matt, nope, no treats for you. Anyways, yeah, we're getting on a weird topic. I'm gonna put up a little thing at the end of this saying, like, Brandon's not really a womanizing asshole. He also does not make fun of anyone with any challenges at all. He's a very nice human being. The Bloodstream Podcast. I know. Yeah, or just put one of those things at the end of it saying, like, it's not fun to make fun of retards and or sexualize any woman in the workplace. The more you knows.
I shouldn't probably make fun of that because I actually did get some information about maybe working for PBS.
Oh, that is awesome. Anyways, let's get into the Top 10 brought to you by Taco Bell and Gamefly. We're not actually brought to you by them. We're just saying we are because...
Fuck it.
Yeah, because are they really going to get pissed off at us saying, we didn't endorse you?
Right.
Pissed off
free advertising.
Really quick. Taco Bell's breakfast apparently stops at 7 a.m.
What?
Yeah, I went to the Taco Bell Thursday.
Why the fuck do you call it a breakfast then?
I know, I went there Thursday and I read the sign. It says, serving breakfast up until 7 a.m. I'm like, well, then you're hardly even competing. Because I was going to try their breakfast, but I'm not getting up at 6:30 in the morning, dragging my ass all the way up to Taco Bell just so I can eat a waffle taco.
That's really dumb, though. What Taco Bell is that? Because
it's 136. That's the one.
Taco.
The Taco Bell I went to, it's until 11. So
okay, is that one like off 120th or whatnot?
Yeah.
As we name street names that not a lot of people know, unless you're from here, this exact area. Anyways, let's get into the top 10. Number 10 is kind of a surprise. It's even on there. It's MLB 14 The Show, a baseball game for the PS3, sold 18,000 copies. Good job, PS3.
Die.
Number 9 is for the Xbox 360, and it's kind of surprised that it's on there because we're looking at the US sellers for April 19th. Number 9 is 2014 FIFA World Cup Brazil for the Xbox 360, sold 23,000. I think anyone who gives a fuck about soccer bought this game.
Probably.
Like, honestly, I don't know. I know, one friend of mine who gives even a minor shit about soccer, but even he didn't buy this game. So I don't really know too many people who are like, yeah, the soccer games? Dude, I need to get
That's my shit, bro.
Yeah, bro. I don't know why we make soccer
holy shit, bro. We need to go get a waffle taco and play fucking FIFA, bro.
Even though they should technically be, the soccer hooligans from a Guy Pearce movie, just sitting there like, what the hell you mean? But everyone likes FIFA soccer. That's the best I could do. Anyways, number 8 is for the 3DS. It's Conception 2, or Scott, Conception Line, or 1-1. Or LL. I'm trying to think about it.
God damn it.
Children of the Seven Stars. I have no idea about this game's existence, but good job.
Children of your mom's stars.
Sold 24,000 copies, and yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I don't even know that game's existence. Number 7 kind of annoys me. So the Xbox 360, and it's called Call of Duty Ghost. It's back, baby! It's back in our top 10. And it sold 24,000 copies. Apparently 24,000 more people did not realize that they didn't play Call of Duty Ghosts.
Didn't they, well, the whole thing about that is, didn't they drop the price already?
They might have.
Yeah, that's probably why then.
Yeah, honestly, Call of Duty Ghosts is probably the least, it's the least well-recepted Call of Duty I've seen since World at War.
World at War did alright for a while. Not the best to start out, though.
Oh, yeah. No, I heard, World at War had the, zombies thing that was really what sold it for people. This
hell
one,
yeah.
I don't know anybody who's Call of Duty, this one I guess has the alien part that kind of sells it for me, but that's about it.
That would be the only thing for me as well, but I'm not gonna buy it, because I just heard it was donkey shit, so.
Yeah, it's not that great. Number 6 kind of saddens me, because I gave it a really good review. Infamous Second Son for the PS4 sold 27,000 copies. It's already out of the top 5. It was beaten by a fucking game that everybody already goddamn owns.
Minecraft?
Yes! Number 5 is fucking Minecraft! Fuck you! Seriously!
Hey man, sandbox games are fun for some people.
Listen, I'm not against the game itself. It's just who doesn't own this fucking game yet? It's on the 360. It's not even the PS3 version that came out recently. It's the 360 version. God, it sold 30,000 copies.
Fucking A, dude. That guy had one good idea, and now he's fucking set for life.
He is set for... He never has to do anything. He never has to. He just has to sit there and just watch his money just keep coming in. He's like, Jesus Christ, people are still buying this fucking game?
No fucking kidding. That's all it is.
I know. Anyways, number 4 is, for the PlayStation Vita. It's also Conception 2, Children of the Seven Stars. I am quite amazed that the Vita one sold way more copies than the 3DS, because I swear to God, more people in the 3DS than Vita.
Yeah, it's
mainly because the Vita is dog shit.
JRPG, and the Vita is more of a Sony tends to be more of a JRPG platform.
It is. I agree. It is.
Sony
is huge on that, because if you look at the PS3 launch titles, all the exclusives, a lot of the major, not major, but a lot of the exclusives are just Japanese games that, Microsoft won't take because they're like, they won't sell on our consoles, but, I know people who are specifically PlayStation fans because of that. And it sold way more, because, Conception only sold 24,000, On the PS Vita, it sold 43,000. So, good on you. I still want to get a Vita, but I don't know. I'm waiting.
Dude, I'm actually excited for Borderlands 2. It's going to be on
Come
there
on a Vita
pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that too. Number 3 is a PS4 game that I probably will not play because, you know what? I kind of figure our last Final Fantasy review was kind of meh. But number 3 is a PS4 Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. This is the re-release of Final Fantasy XIV, the MMO. Sold 50,000 copies. It's doing pretty well for an MMO first week. I didn't download it. I'm not spending $50 to get it because I don't know. Final Fantasy by itself is, and then wanting me to spend the time with an MMO, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't supposed to laugh there. This is the funniest part right here, guys. So, number 2 and number 1 are the same game. It's Titanfall. But which one's number 1?
360.
Yes. The 360 version sold 97,000 copies, while the Xbox One version only sold 60,000 copies. So
yeah, I feel like not until the Xbox One starts releasing significantly more
units.
No. What do you call it? Exclusives.
Mm-hmm.
Is when the sales are going to go up.
Well, honestly, Xbox One has more exclusives than the PS4.
Holy shit. Okay, sorry to interrupt here, guys, but
okay.
So Grand Theft Auto this weekend for like the next day and a half has double XP and double money, and this one job that I just did gave me 75 grand.
I wish I could get 75 grand. Too bad you
right?
can't, like, you know, they can't put that in real money for you. They can afford it by now. But anyways, move on.
They can afford to buy the moon.
I know.
But yeah, I was talking 360 over Xbox One, not Xbox One versus PS4.
So you're saying, like, until they actually just have it coming out for Xbox One?
Yeah, like, Titanfall is, like, you know, the bunch of the console audience is shooter audience anyways. Mm-hmm. Why buy an Xbox One when you can buy the big shooter that's out right now for 360 instead?
Very true. I mean, it's just it's just graphical updates if you want that. Mainly, I agree with you completely. And the reason why they didn't do that, Dustin, is because I just read that number, 97,000. That's why. If they would have kept it Xbox One exclusive, they would have lost a lot of revenue.
Which, to be perfectly honest, it was kind of meh.
Oh, well, we'll get into that a little bit later, sir.
Yes.
In an actual review of it. I don't think I'm even going to have Nick review that game because he spent like 20 minutes with it. And I'm like, dude, you're not reviewing games you spend 20 minutes with, sir.
He does that with like fucking everything, too.
I know. He's sometimes a really lazy gamer. I'm just like,
sometimes my ass.
So let me ask you guys, do you guys ever hear about that gaming rumor of the ET cartridges, in the, basically in the landfill?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all true.
Yeah, I was just about to say, it's official. They dug them up. They found them. They exist.
I never thought it was a rumor in the first place.
Oh yeah, no, it was always speculated, like, oh, is that a real thing? Did they actually bury a bunch of copies? Yes, they did.
There were sales records and, like, production records of, like, they produced, like, bought a shitload of plastic and everything that they didn't end up selling.
Atari was really they were literally trying to bury that because it was such a failure. And there's a part of me that kind of wishes, I kind of want to get like an old Atari and get one of those cartridges. Just get a cartridge. I doubt one of those would work, but get an ET cartridge and just see how terrible that game actually is. I thought that was just a fun little piece of news. It's just like, I can't believe they spent all this time just trying to dig up these cartridges just to see, It was just to make sure that it's a real thing. And I think it's funny. It's like, so you guys dug them up. What are you guys going to do? All right, bury them again. We found them. I don't know what to do with them.
Yeah, fuck it.
I thought they were like doing some sort of recycle project with them.
They might be recycling them. The article is honestly like 4 paragraphs long, and I'm too lazy to actually read that thing. I'm just like, yeah, that's cute. Keep it shorter if you want me to actually read the whole thing. Anyway, for E3 news, this is the first bit of E3 news I found. Nintendo, not going to be there again. Nintendo, like last year they weren't there, and this year they're still not going to be there. They've kind of they're just going to do online. They're just going to do a little online thing, apparently June 10th at 9 p.m. Pacific. But yeah, they don't, I mean, honestly, I'm surprised that, a lot of these, companies still do these press things. Instead of just doing this online, show what we want them to see, and then we don't have to pay to be at the press junket. We don't have to pay someone to be a host. We don't have to pay this. We don't have to do the, we don't have to worry about problems. We could just, throw it. Just do a digital showcase of it and just be done with it.
Post it online.
Yeah, that's exactly what Nintendo's going to be doing.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised that Sony and Microsoft still are going on with the old stuff. Nintendo, I don't know. Because I actually read you guys the sales numbers, and the Wii U is actually selling better than the Xbox One. So I don't know. They don't really have any games going out except for Smash Bros. Like, that's even what they kind of say. Like, well, they're going to show the new Smash Bros. Title, and that's all we know they're going to show us. Yeah, so good on you, Nintendo. I don't have a Nintendo hate. I just don't really have much Nintendo love.
It's kind of hard to hate Nintendo.
It is hard to hate Nintendo. I just, Nintendo is one of those things there, Dustin, where I just don't care. It's like, when Nintendo says, like, oh, there's going to be a new Smash Brothers, it's just like, yeah, if a friend has it, I'll play it, but if not, oh well. Like, really, I really don't give a crap. Yeah. So, yeah, so apparently, I did not know this, but apparently Xbox One has this really shitty thing they do to indie developers. So, to indie developers, they have this launch party clause, which means unless the indie developer releases the game on the Xbox One, and if they can only release it on the Xbox One if they haven't already released it on the PS4 and the PC and the Wii U.
Huh.
So yeah, they have this weird, it's just for indie developers too. Like as you could see, like Watch Dogs coming out this month, coming out for everything. It's like if you own a console, you're gonna get it. Except for Wii U, you're just gonna have to wait a while. I skipped this news story about Watch Dogs just saying, like, yeah, they're saying they're going to focus on the Wii U version now. We got done with the stuff that people care about. But, developer behind the Stealth Inc. 2, Curve Studios. Curve Studios has, they just say it's really annoying. They're like, you know what, this is kind of annoying for us, because we want to have it released on the PlayStation and Xbox simultaneously, but Xbox has this little weird boner for, they're trying to do anything to try to get people to buy their console, and that's even trying to get muscle indie developers. And honestly, if you ask me, guys, muscling the indie developers is not how you're going to get gamer love. You want to get
mainly because a lot of gamers are indie developers.
A lot of gamers love indie games too, and they're all for them. They're like, no, indie games are awesome because they're doing new, interesting things, while the AAA titles are just doing the kind of the same shit we've seen.
Exactly.
So, trying to be a dick to those guys is just kind of, Microsoft, who's in your PR department? You guys gotta, I don't know. Yeah, like they're gonna listen to me anyways. I just kind of like, If I understand that, Curve Studios is missing a lot, but you know what? You know what's starting to become a real big indie platform? The PS4. It's becoming a huge indie platform. I see indie games coming out on that constantly. All the free games I get on PS4 are indie games, like Mercenary Kings last month. That game is awesome. And I got it for free for being PlayStation Plus.
Oh, speaking of free shit, this month on Live is Saints Row 3 for free.
That's awesome. About time they got an actual game. I get tired of them keep doing those arcade games, like with...
Hitman Absolution was a real game.
Oh, yes. Sadly, PS3 did that, months before.
Well, sadly, suck a dick.
Sorry. Sorry, I have to be I like PlayStation Plus way more than Gold.
Some of us can't really afford to get a PlayStation and an Xbox, but, it's okay then, I guess.
Some of us don't have money coming out of their ass, you fucker.
Some of us have to pay rent, unlike somebody, fuckhead.
I know. Anyways, yeah. That was just something. They're just kind of, they want to do it, But basically, one of the lead developers just says, hopefully Microsoft will drop this bullshit, and then we can do it, because otherwise they're just frustrating a lot of us smaller developers, and we're just not gonna, basically smaller developers just be like, you know what, fuck you, we're not releasing our shit on your console. Small news, and I gotta go on a little tangent here, guys. I fucking hate the new thing that Sci-Fi does. Sci-Fi, the network, how they do Sci-Fi, SYFY? That's so goddamn stupid. I like, SCI, dash FI. I don't know. That's my way of always spelling Sci-Fi. I will not change it. Screw you, Sci-Fi. I know you've done it for a few years now, but it's just like, no.
Bad Sci-Fi.
I know.
Bad.
Basically, Sci-Fi Shooter Defiance, next month, is going free to play.
Cool.
Honestly, I would be cool with that, but when I had it on the PS3 before I just got rid of it, I couldn't play it because it's just like, oh yeah, you download it? Good. But now we're gonna do like a 4-hour update. Because we gotta like update everything.
Oh, so it was like World of Tanks almost.
Yeah, basically, except for way slower because the bar was hardly moving. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm not sitting through this, guys. I have to say that's something I like about the PS4 way more, is they got that shit nailed down. I play DCU online. I don't have to wait for a long fucking bar and just leave my PlayStation on for 4 hours while it downloads. It's just like, no, you want to play it? Cool, let's play. I'm like, that's what I want. Yeah, so it's gonna drop the subscription. I say good on you, because it's hard to sell an MMO with a subscription these days anyways, in my opinion. Unless your name is World of Warcraft, or actually, honestly, I'm kind of curious with your guys' opinion on this. How long do you think before Elder Scrolls goes free to play? Or if it goes free to play?
Fairly soon.
You think soon?
Dustin? I think 6 to 8 months.
You think so? Yeah. I mean, Defiance went a goddamn year, so... I mean, it's been over a year since it's been out, and it's just now going free. I never watched the show. Do you guys ever watch that show?
No.
I wanted to, but then I kind of didn't have cable anymore, so...
I wanted to, but then I missed the first, 2 episodes, and I said, well, I'm not catching up now. And I just, I just let it drop from my radar entirely. I don't know. I actually never hear anything about it either. People who really are into TV and stuff, never hear them mention it. I'm just like, oh, must not be that great then. And last little thing is going to be our trailer talk for our news section. Our trailer talk is, well, if you haven't seen it now, you better see it soon. It's called Call of Duty Advanced Warfighter. I wonder if Ubisoft is going to sue them now.
Right.
Because when I saw Advanced Warfighter, I was like, wait, what game's here? Oh, yeah, Ghost Recon. They kind of have a 3-game series in the Advanced Warfighter area. They do change the gameplay, it doesn't look like, that at all. With this, if you ask me what this game looks like, people, it looks like Elysium meets... just
Call of Duty.
Yeah, Elysium meets Call of Duty, because they have the exoskeleton suits and all that.
I was thinking more of along the lines of Crysis.
Or Elysium meets House of Cards, just because Kevin Spacey's there.
Fucking yeah, Kevin Spacey.
And he's actually playing his character from House of Cards. Wouldn't you agree, Dustin? He reminds me so much of his character from House of Cards.
Well, he's the president in that.
In the trailer?
Yeah.
Oh, is he? Okay. And honestly,
sure.
If you ask me, he looks like a villain already.
Yeah.
He looks like that guy who you're gonna, work for, and then he's gonna fucking stab you in the ass.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have you do a couple hits, and then he's gonna be like, oh, by the way, we don't need you anymore. And then you're gonna be like, it's time for revenge. The trailer actually got me excited, guys. This is something. When I saw the Ghost trailer, I was like, oh, we're back to Modern Warfare. This one's like, Brandon, what? We're back to Future. I'm like, yes! Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. We're back to Future Warfare. Because Modern Warfare is boring now. We've played that out. I don't care about AK-47s. I understand Ghost tried to have some future stuff in it, but it was too close to what shit is going on now that I just didn't care. It didn't have Black Ops 2 where it's just so much of this doesn't exist. So yes, I'm excited for that. I am excited for a Call of Duty game. Mark
you are just so excited, you're fucking rigid right now, aren't you, buddy?
Yes. My penis is fully erect right now.
I
am not that excited. I'm just moderately excited. I'm like, oh, this looks cool. That's basically my excitement for that. I actually also have to say though, this is the first time that Sledgehammer Games, this is their game. You know, they're co-developing Modern Warfare, and they usually, to my knowledge, they usually did the online component of the Call of Duties. But yeah, Sledgehammer, this is their full one. And all I have to say though, with Sledgehammer getting about 3 years to work on this, good on you. But even more so, Treyarch will have, but next year when Treyarch's game comes out, they've had 3 years to work on their Treyarch game. It better be the best fucking Call of Duty I've seen. Because normally they were cramming them out every 2 years. Better, 3 years, you better have a good one. Better be fucking amazing. We better not see any more cuts.
I doubt it.
Yeah. They're basically Advanced Warfighter is coming for every platform except the Wii. It's coming for 360. Yeah, 360, Xbox One, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and PC. Yeah, they're like, what about Nintendo? What, you want to mess with that pad? You want to mess with that touchpad? I don't. So, no. Yes. What'd you guys think of the trailer, though?
I thought it looked pretty cool. It looked like something that might be kind of interesting to play for once.
Yeah, I would agree. Kevin Spacey, that makes
kind of sold it.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
He did kind of sell it. Oh yeah, he is. What he is, Dustin, because I'm just reading a little bit below it. He's the president of the world's largest private military corporation. That's what he is. Okay. So he's like a rich businessman who's an asshole.
So he's the president of Merryweather from fucking Grand Theft Auto then. Huh.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, you know what I have to say though? I like how this game was showing the story. They didn't the online. Honestly, that's how they need to start marketing Call of Duties now. Because you just say Call of Duty, the Call of Duty fans that buy it for these online, they're gonna buy it. They don't care. You could be like, well, we have all these new maps. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna buy it. You could say you had the same maps, and they're still gonna buy it just because it says a new Call of Duty. But what they need them to do is market to people like me who are like, I only play the Call of Duty really for story. And they're like, well, no, Brandon. This one has a cool story to it. I'm like, all right, you got me. You hooked me. Can you reel it in?
No.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, that's our little trailer talk. I would suggest checking out that trailer. I'll give GameSpot some love. So go to GameSpot. They have the trailer there. I like GameSpot. They're pretty cool.
And they're spotty.
And they talk about games. It's like
yes, they do.
Yes. It's almost as if it's in their name.
No.
All right, it's time for viewer shit. I don't know.
Viewer mail?
Yeah.
What?
Okay, I gotta ask you guys. You guys want to do? What do you want to start out with? You want to start with random viewer comments or the one actual question?
Nerdback Mike.
Okay, we're gonna go with. Well, Nerdback Mike is part of the random question or random comments actually.
We actually have more than one comment.
Oh yes. Well, basically, we'll start out with random viewer comments because they're just random shit. I just want to give a little good audio. Jet Crispy. He makes a little thing on Blood Scream podcast episode 50 because this is 51. He got rickrolled. I rickrolled those fuckers. People haven't listened to it. Go listen to it because it's an 8-bit. Never gonna give you up. So yes, you did get rickrolled, my good man. Yes, you did. Mr. Nerdback Mike mentions that for Blaze Screen Podcast episode 50 that apparently the movie that Nick was thinking about was Tiger on the Beat. Was the name of the movie where they have a chainsaw fight.
Chainsaw fight?
Yeah, Nick mentioned some kung fu movie where they have a chainsaw fight, and it's
sounds epic.
Tiger on the Beat. And I have to say, Mr. Nerdback Mike, you are fucking on it with these, kung fu movies. I almost want to have you, do, a written segment about every kung fu movie and just have our kung fu segment, or, an audio segment. Because you know a shit ton about these movies. You're just like, oh yeah, that movie was this. It was from, 1981. It was really badass. A lot of gore. Oh, you're looking for one that's more about samurai? Well, that's this one. You're a guru of that shit. I know.
Kung Fu-ru.
And then a little bit of thing, Jack Crispy. Jack Crispy, do you just listen to the beginning things I put in? Because for Movie Thing Podcast that you and me recorded last week, Scott, I put the trailer to Fight Club. So good on you for recognizing that trailer. Because that's what I put on there. He's just he says, my name is Tyler Durden, and I'm like, yes, I love Fight Club. And our actual question of the week that once he was curious about our opinion on this matter, and I think we've talked about this a lot in the past, but I'll answer it anyways. This is from Jason says, "Hey guys, Jason, I'm ready to upgrade to a next generation console. What do you say I should get?"
Personally, I might go for, if I had the money, I'd get an Xbone, but at the moment, since I'm poor, if I had the choice, I'd get a PS3. Or PS4, damn it.
Let me give him some reasons why you get an Xbox, because we don't know. Maybe Jason can afford either one.
Mainly because I'm still an Xbox fan, and
Xbox fan. I'm still
I
an Xbox fan.
am.
And I like it in the ear. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm still an Xbox fan, and I still love all the games, and I know what's coming out for the Xbox, so I know that it's going to be good shit.
Yes. Dusty, what would you recommend for?
So PS4 dropped their fee, right? Oh no, okay.
No.
So the thing is, I guess for Elder Scrolls Online, they dropped their fee. If you just want to play Elder Scrolls Online, that's what it is. Xbox didn't do that. So if you're gonna play Elder Scrolls Online, definitely get a PS4. Otherwise, definitely get a PS4 because it's $50 cheaper and the hardware is nearly equivalent. It actually, I mean, it's hard to say which one will be better optimized in the future. Both of them will be really good. So if you're, I don't know, if you just care about graphics, well, there's no way to say which one you should get, really.
They're essentially the same machine with graphics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dustin, you bring up a good point with that. With the games, when you mention Elder Scrolls Online, that's exactly what you gotta look for, bud. What games do you want to play? Are you a Halo fan? Then you kind of already answered your own question. But if you don't, or if you're like, if you like indie games, I would say go with PlayStation. Or if you like Uncharted, PlayStation. Killzone, PlayStation. If you like Gears of War, Xbox. It really depends what exclusives, because that's what it's coming down to. This is exactly the same thing as what's with the last generation, 360 and PS3. Just whatever you prefer. I always kind of got a kick out of these fanboys are just, that would be more into one thing and, Xbox is just better hardware and all. Like, honestly, the game stuff that we have, I got a kick out of me, guys. Alright, there's a little side tangent here with this. I went to GameStop when I bought my PS3 a couple of years ago. I bought my PS3 and they're like, well, you own a 360, right? Because I traded some 360 games, helped pay for it and all that. I'm like, well, why are you trading in these games for lesser hardware? First of all, I hate to point out this. PS3 is actually better hardware than the 360, just with the Blu-ray capability in general. Blu-ray is just better hardware. I hate to say it. Also, what the fuck do you care, dude? I'm giving you money. Well, it was the weirdest, I understand it was just making conversation. It was like, well, what if you actually influenced me? Like, you're right. I'm not going to spend the $250 here. I'm an idiot. Give me back those games. Give me back my money. I'm just going to keep my 360. I wasn't even getting rid of the 360 either. But it's just that whole thing of, it just, I like video games. So I like them all. So honestly, if you ask me, Jason, get both. Just get both, and then you don't have to worry
Exactly.
about it.
It's for the love of what we love to do. We
Yes.
love to play games.
You love to play games? Get both. I want to get both. I'm going to get both eventually. I'm waiting for the Xbox to see if it price drops a little bit more than $50. Like, if it goes down to honestly, if the Xbox One goes down to $400, I'll probably get it. Because then it's just like, alright, because the tax on that is just going to be enough to make it to the price it's at right now anyway, so.
Actually, no. If you get it at work, it'll be normal.
Yeah,
it'll be $400.
honestly, that is very true. That is very true. But, I'm still waiting, and honestly, there's nothing on the Xbox One that I really want right now. And that is also another big thing. Don't buy, you say you're ready to upgrade. Is there a game out there you really want to play? Because if there's not a game out there, unless you're like me, where you're just like, I was jonesing to get the PS4. Like, I started getting, like, Dustin's League of Legends shakes with that. I was just, I gotta have one. I don't know why. It compelled me. I had to have one. And when I got one, it went away. I was just like, I had one. And then with the Xbox One, I don't have that Jones. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to see, when a game comes out that is exclusive to the Xbox One, that is really so fucking badass that I just have to get it, then I'll get one. But I wanted to be getting Rise, Son of Rome, because that game looked pretty cool. But when I kept seeing mediocre reviews, I was just like, well, I'm not going to drop that price for something that everyone else says is just kind of, it's alright. So, yeah. And Jason, I don't want to sound like a dick here. As you guys can tell, I actually had time to mull over this question. Jason, I know what you're doing. You can't hide what you're doing here. You already know what console you want to get. You just want one of us to confirm why you should get that one. You're not on the fence on either one. No one's on the fence of either one. No one's like, well, I want an Xbox, but a PS4 looks no one's really. Most people like Scott. He says he'll get a PS4 just because it's cheaper, but he honestly wants an Xbox One.
I do. It's one of the things that I am definitely wanting to get. It's just at the moment with my finances, I can't get either. So fuck it.
And there's no rush to get one either, Scott. I mean, the only exclusives you're missing out on is Dead Rising 3 and Rise: Son of Rome.
Oh hell no, dude! There is absolutely no rush. I mean, this new generation just fucking started, and the last generation lasted for what, like 8 years?
Oh, it's still going.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's still fucking going. So
they're still coming. They still have games coming out that are exclusive to the 360 and PS3. They still have games coming out for those. So there is no rush of getting one. I honestly would just say wait. But I know what you're doing. You're saying like, well, I want to get a PS4. They're actually available now. People are you can actually find PS4s now. And if you want one, if you got the money, sure, get one. Or Xbox One, you can find those anywhere too. Just, if you got the money, you want one, you get the Jonesing for it, get one, get the games, enjoy it, have fun. But if you just want one just to have one, I don't know. I don't, coming from a guy who owns one of them, I'm just sitting there like, yeah, I like my PS4 a lot. And actually, it saved my ass because it just did this new thing where, guys, it will let me put in a USB stick and get our videos off the PS4, so I don't even need a capture card anymore.
Nice.
Yeah, so,
very nice.
Yeah, I was happy when I saw they did that. I'm like, thank you, God. Because now I don't have to do that annoying shit where I have to upload it to Facebook just to download it from my It was that whole, third step I had to take. Now it's just one step. Boom.
Good. Jesus Christ, because that was annoying as shit.
Yeah, it was. So I'm happy about that. I'm just like, God, you guys drug your feet on that. I don't know what Xbox does for DVR shit, so I can't tell you.
Yeah, and when it comes to the consoles, I'm not even going to buy one of the consoles before I upgrade my PC. I'm going to buy a gaming PC.
That, honestly, that's also what I'm doing there, Dustin. Before I get an Xbox One, I'm going to get a better PC so I can actually, not even for gaming, just for, site reasons, because then I can actually upload in better quality.
Which actually, that is what I'm doing. Starting fairly soon, I am buying pieces to build my own supercomputer. So yeah.
Dude, let me know how that goes.
I will. I'm collaborating with Rob and Brandon from work. So
yeah, those are the two I'd go with too, because both those guys, that's also another thing. If you know any PC people that are, they'd be willing to really help you out. Like, I know a couple PC whores that are just like, oh yeah, I build my own computer, it's really fast and all that. I'm half tempted to get them help me build a PC for, the problem is PC gaming is really expensive habit. It's way more expensive than console. So I don't know your financial situation.
It's kind of funny too because it is definitely a matter of preference too because if you talk to a PC gamer, oh man, everyone's all worried about this whole 1080p shit and all this other shit with the Xbox One, so they'll bag on console shit, but once you want to join one of them, you're like, oh hell yeah, man, come here, I'll give you a fucking hug, I'll give you a fucking coffee, rub your feet, get you fucking monitors and shit.
I think PC gamers are the worst in my opinion there, Scott, where they're
the worst for opinions.
Yeah, they're the worst for opinions. Like, if you talk to a normal, you at least asked us, the best, most, non-fanboyish people you can ask probably, where they're just like, I just say get both, get everything. Get a fucking Wii U while you're at it. Just play everything. Honestly, if I had the money, if I just had money coming out of my ass, I would get everything. I'd just get everything. I'd be like, yeah, I like my habit, and I'm gonna fixate on it. I'm gonna get a 3DS. I'm gonna get a Vita. I'm gonna get a, I'm gonna go Wii U. I'm gonna get Xbox One. I'm gonna get a good PC. I'm gonna get, I'm just gonna get everything. And then I'm gonna that's my habit now,
Yeah, play for the games, don't play for the hardware.
Exactly. And
hardware doesn't mean anything.
If you know any console, you can find those hardcore people, especially when the consoles were first coming out. I was seeing it a lot. These fanboys attacking each other, saying like, "We're Xbox One, we'll PS4." And I was actually a little bit on that boat when Xbox One with the anti-used games. I'm like, well, it's a really shitty thing, and I'm not going to pick it because of that. But I wasn't, I do more side on the side of PlayStation. I know, it's no secret. I do side more on PlayStation side because I find them more user-friendly for the most part. Like with how customer-friendly, I should say. User-friendly, not so much.
Which in most ways they are, because Xbox fucking sucks if you ever need something from them.
Yeah, no, Xbox sucks customer-wise, but let me put it this way. Hardware-wise, with the 360 compared to PS3, the reason why, if you ever wonder why we record a lot of shit on the 360 versus the PS3, is because the 360 doesn't make it a fucking hassle to switch between HDMI and the component cables.
Exactly, it's just easier
The
to
PS3,
do it on there because the hardware is so much easier to deal with than...
The PS3, I have to reset it, I have to do this, I have to switch the TV, it makes it a hassle. I mean, I did finally get the right components where I can, show PS3 games in better resolution than before. So we will be looking at more PS3 games, but yeah. We're just kind of babbling on now. I hope that answered your question there, Jason. Let us know which one you get. I'm rather curious. Other people, Jack Crispy, the other, Mr. Nerdback Back, anyone else who listens to the show, which one do you prefer? I'm rather curious on what people actually prefer. Like, what our fan base, people who listen to us, what do they actually like more?
And if you don't prefer one or the other...
Just put neutral or something.
Yeah.
Just be like, I like everything. I'm the Gandhi of the video game industry. Everybody's loved. But anyways, that is our show, everybody. We went on to 45 minutes, episode 51. Hope you enjoyed. I have to put this again in here, just so people know you got to the end of this. If you would like to do what these people did and have your voice heard, comment. It's that simple.
And if you don't, then fuck you.
Yeah, it's that simple of a thing. You can comment or send us an email. Email gets me to... I actually notice emails way more. If you go to bloodyscreenpodcast@gmail.com, I notice those quicker because I get notified about them. So I actually get time to look at them. If you comment on YouTube, I won't see them until like the day we're recording this show. Also, just to note, we do not answer questions on the movie thing one, so if you have movie questions, we will talk to them about here, or movie comments here. We'll talk to them about it here, but, I just don't feel like talking, we don't...
Movie thing one's, long enough.
It really is long enough, and honestly,
because for some reason we always find extra shit to talk about.
We do. That's kind of why I do it. It's just the movie one gets long enough. I can babble on about movies. I can babble on about video games, but it's just... I get more passionate about movies. It's weird.
Babylon.
I know, Babylon.
Sing that song.
But ask us about anything, or don't ask us anything. Just say something weird. We'll read it. I don't care. Honestly, I just like having our fans actually do it. And this is what's been helping get through it, is you guys. If we were doing this and not anybody was commenting or doing anything, I'd be like, well, whatever. So, yes, you guys help this keep going. So just keep your voice heard. We like to hear it.
Which, as sad as it is, that's kind of how it was for the first, year.
Yeah, it was. It was like that. It wasn't until halfway through the first year did we start gaining some form of momentum.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's a funny thing. But anyways, that is it. Hope you guys all enjoyed.
Adios.